What if I told you the perfect boot is a combination of pilgrim shoes, English riding boots, and even SpongeBob's squeaky boots? What I'm referring to is the engineer boot. And the history of what I consider to be the best all-around boot is one that threads a needle through multiple centuries. While the engineer boot officially came on the market in the 30s and 40s, you really have to go back to the 1660s to start getting the full picture. All the way back then is the first time that a seamless boot was made. The jackboot, which was made for English cavalrymen, is the first time we see anything sort of resembling an engineer boot. Now, most of these early riding boots have a big distinction, which is that it was rare for them to have any buckles. In come the pilgrims. Their goofy looking buckle loafers were actually very practical in that you could adjust them to make them fit more snugly on your foot. The eventual combination of cavalry boots and the pilgrims' buckles made a pretty spot-on look to the engineer boot. However, they were worn by pilots. During World War II, these were often called bomber boots. Now moving to the modern iteration of the engineer boot, the first companies to produce them on full scale were Wesco and Chippewa. This late 1930s, early 1940s era in America is one that saw the fantasy of the West start to fade, while industrial jobs and motorcycle clubs moved into the spotlight. Now, where the boot got its name is often debated. Some say it was worn by railroad men who worked in the engine room of the train. They needed the high shaft of the boot and the thick leather to protect their feet from the flames and coals, while others say that the boots were initially made for engineering jobs, such as surveying and excavating. Regardless, the boot was at the forefront of fashion and workwear from the 50s to the 70s, and while their modern day popularity has faded, they are still, to this day, the best boot ever made.